Hey, this is MassX with a brand new Oz rewrite video. Yes, this is a new game that dropped. It is currently released in Japan, so to play it you don't need a VPN. That's the good news. You just need to get the APK, or if you already have a Google Play account for that jurisdiction, you can download it. I'll leave those links in the description, but I just want to put this game out there. This is a real fun, ease of use game, kind of cutesy. Gameplay is pretty fun. Just wanted to put it out there. I know there are some people that like to dip their toes outside of their jurisdictions to play stuff, and this definitely is a game that is worth a shot. I would not say it's Dragon Raja Re-Rise good, but that game may not be your cup of tea, so I like to put a few different things out there. You're seeing a few of the different characters that are available as I scroll through that can be on your front screen. And this is the basic UI that you are going to get once you start the game up and start playing. And your characters themselves, this is the library. They're basically 1, 2, and 3 star characters that you can pull for. So you can kind of see it's been pretty easy to get most of the characters in this game so far, just playing the game itself. They do have areas where you can get shards of characters, so that's the good news. But let's go ahead and I'll just show you the gameplay out of the gate. This is, of course, the main gameplay screen. On the left hand top corner is going to be your main chapters right there. And you're going to be going through different towns as you play through. You're also going to be looking for treasure chests that go along. And of course, you are going to want to try to 3-star when at all possible. It's getting a little difficult for me right now, so I'm not sure if I will even be able to win. I will give you guys a quick tip right now for this. Yes, it is in Japanese, but it's so easy to translate now, either with your phone or with apps that are out there. That's not the big deal. But when you come into a game mode, the button next to the start button that I just clicked, if you look at the bottom, you can click that bottom one and it will auto team you and to what you're playing against, so it will change up characters. So you do need to build up a certain amount of characters so you can interchange stuff, but it will try to set you up because elements are definitely a thing in this game, and so you want to take advantage of that advantage if at all possible. I have no good frontline defenders, which is really stunk. I still have not pulled any worth it or been able to get mine high enough to hold up, so I'm relying a lot on DPS in this game because of that. Now that I'm getting to more difficult levels, my front lines, and I have 3 different ones built up, and I see the same thing over and over again. I may lose this battle. But that's how the gameplay is. You can go full auto, you don't have to go full auto. You have ×1, ×2. I cut out some of the cutscenes so it runs a little quicker. I was able to get through it, but it's down to 2 characters. So yeah, so I'm still leveling up. I'm still trying to pull a much better tank for my front line, because the 3 I'm currently interchanging just aren't doing it for me. But that's the basic gameplay when it comes to that. And of course, you're going to get more rewards by getting all the stars. And why do you want that? Because as you can see, you are getting shards in all different aspects of the game, in normal and in hard mode. You're going to see little sprinkle stars there. That's going to get you more goodies, so when you're going through, you're going to want to watch that and make sure you're getting all those chests. As you can see, I've completed that now, so I know I don't need to look for any more, so that's good news. You have a boss battle area where you're going to be able to fight 4 different color-coded bosses to be able to get some of the items that you need, in particular for building out your skills for your character. And it's pretty straightforward, but I'm going to take an easy battle, so we'll go quickly. We'll go ahead and log in on this one so you can kind of see what you're playing against. And we'll log in there. but pretty straightforward. Looks nice though. And now we've got our first boss battle. This will probably go fairly quickly since it's, maybe I should have gone 2. But that's it. Same style, except for, of course, it's going to be boss battles with that. In addition to that, they do have an arena mode there. So let's get out of this so I can show that off. The arena mode is pretty much just what you would think. You can go in and you're just going to go ahead and hit other opponents and get the best, of course, ranking you can so you can get those rewards. Same type of gameplay as you've seen already. They do have a pre-area up here. I have to assume this is where they're going to be holding their events. I believe the first one should be coming out in a few days. The game hasn't even been out a week yet, and so I expect to see that there. And then, of course, you have an area where you're going to be able to get other resources, such as this one, which is going to be your experience scrolls, and of course a gold. What game doesn't have a way to farm gold? But you know, nothing crazy here, nothing like out of the ordinary. It definitely has a feel to some other games that I've played previously. I just can't put my finger on it, but it's fun. Ironically, you have a little city area. Japanese games seem to like to always have these here. You're able to get your favors up for your characters, which of course is going to help you out. You're going to get some currency. So far, the currency has not been too bad in this game. And we'll talk about the banner system because it has some major pros and major cons to it. But in here, you're going to be able to collect resources AFK wise, so that's always nice, as well as a whole gamut of other little things you can do to not only improve your team but just have some fun. They do, of course, have a bunch of beginners missions that you're going to be able to complete daily to get through. I have one more to do from yesterday, and I'm 2 more from today, so I'm doing pretty good. And again, you're going to get more shards by doing that, which is great, and other things you're going to need, which is always a plus. The banners in this game, there is basically only 2 banners that continue after you start. You have your one that's going to be there all the time, and you have the current featured banner. Now, when I was talking about the banners, there is something that is good and bad. So it's only 1,300 to pull on these banners, which is nice. You get a lot of stuff from pulling that you're going to be able to go and resource out in the shop, which is also nice. The bad thing is pity is 200. That is a bummer, of course. But what you're going to notice is those tickets are showing up in both banners, which alludes to the fact that they're going to be interchangeable and roll over. So if that's the case, that's a good thing though. So it's not a waste. And I can say I did not have to go anywhere near 200. I've been doing rolls periodically here and there, and I've picked up quite a few characters doing that. And the other good thing in this game, which makes it similar to, I guess I would have to say maybe Blue Archive, that getting the 3-star character is the goal, getting 1 copy. To dupe it takes a lot in this game and shouldn't be your goal. What I'm finding, it's more important to just power up that character at 3 stars with its skills and levels and equipment than anything else, than worrying about the dupes, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and we'll just do 1 pull here. But like, for instance, I can pull on this banner. Oh, nice. YouTube luck. I should be getting an SSR. And then you could save up to 2, and if you reach 200 before the other banner ends, you can get that character. So it does play kind of nice. So that in and of itself is a nice thing with this. I don't think I have this character. I do not. I wonder if it's a DPS, a support, or, oh God, help me. I could really use like I said, a more tanky character. But there we go, one pull, boom, and then when I go, you'll see I have now 160. So if I can do 40 more pulls before that next banner, I'm going to be able to just get that character from there. So as a whole right now, the banner system actually seems to be not actually bad. The rates dropping have been pretty good. I've had lots of consistent SSRs. And your 2-star characters in particular, getting those dupes though, and being able to dupe up your 2-star characters, they seem to play very well and are good characters to have in the game. The focal point being with this game is actually focusing on building your character up and starting to get everything leveled up, from your equipment to your actual experience to your skills, and pushing those seems to be more important than worrying about dupes. So that's the good news. But if you like what you see with this game, it's fun, it's cutesy, doesn't look bad at all. They have their first event coming in here in the next few days. If it interests you, I'll have all the links in the description. But yeah, if this is your cup of tea, it's definitely worth a shot. It's not going to blow anybody away by no means, but on the other hand, it's solidly built, it's efficient, it's quick. I like that. And a lot of times when I'm playing these types of mobile games, why do I not just do that so this does not keep coming up? Yep, 8/26 coming soon, so that's our first event, so that's just a few days away. It's got some other things I haven't really touched upon, but those are the major areas. I think I've given you guys enough of an overview to see if you guys are truly interested in the game. But in the end, it's really been fun so far. And as a side note, this character is badass. If you get it, definitely worth using. Definitely worth using. The one on the current banner right now is also very good. Definitely worth using. I've been trying to test out whoever I can. This will be my next one to really test out now that I just pulled it. So I'll have some fun building that one up. But it is definitely not a tank. So my 3 tanks right now, or at least the 3 that I'm treating as tanks, are this one, as you saw when I played, this one, who's actually really good. I just think because they're 2 stars, they need to be pushed farther. And this one, they all do an ample job, but I just think I need to get them leveled up higher to really be able to push some hard content without having anybody die on the team, so to speak. But there we go. Let's wrap it up there. So with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.